In our next example, an aircraft is flying at a height of 875 meters from the ground, that is surface of Earth, with a uniform velocity of 150 meters per second in horizontal direction. When this aircraft is just over an anti-aircraft gun, a shell is fired from the anti-aircraft gun. So again, the projectile is fired from the height. At the moment it will be fired, it will start bending and its trajectory will be parabola. It will hit the ground with velocity u at an angle theta above the horizontal direction. This shell hits the aircraft 35 seconds after being fired. Determine u. Theta, g is 10 meters per second square and 1053 is equal to 4 over 3. So wherever 4 over 3 will arise, we will write 1053 degrees. Now solution is the shell will hit the aircraft provided the horizontal velocity of the shell is u cos theta and that is equal to the horizontal velocity of the aircraft, that is u cos theta, that is equal to 150 meters per second. That is given in the question. So we have marked it as equation number 1. The vertical distance covered by the shell is h, that is 875 meters. That is also given in the question. Acceleration is g and we are taken as minus 10 meters per second square and initial vertical velocity of the shell is u sine theta. The shell hits the aircraft in t, 35 seconds. Putting these values in the relation, h is equal to ut plus half gt square. And after putting this value, we will get the value that is the solving value will be, or it is 875 is equal to u sine theta into 35 plus half, that is gt square. So now solving this equation, u sine theta is 200 meters per second. So from equation 1 and 2, we will get an equation in terms of u square. So we will get the value in terms of u square and then we have taken the square root and u will be calculated as 250 meters per second. That is, we have taken 150 square, 200 square. So we have taken the squares, adding the value, and after that, u square will become 62,500. Then u will be equal to 250 meters per second. We have taken the square root of 62,500. Now dividing equation number 2 by equation number 1 and we get the value of tan theta, which is found to be 4 by 3. This angle is valid only when angle is 53 degrees. So theta is 53 degrees. Therefore, theta will be tan inverse 4 by 3. In our next example, a bomb is dropped on a target, obviously from the height, by an airplane flying with horizontal velocity of 60 kilometers an hour. So wherever we see kilometers per hour, we multiply the number by 5 over 18 and we convert it to meters per second. So 60 kilometers per hour must be converted to meters per second by multiplying this number by 5 over 18. So it is 60 kilometers per hour and at a height of 490 meters. How far the airplane must be from the target at the time of dropping the bomb? Means that the bomb must exactly hit the target so that it may directly hit the target. The value of g is taken as 9.8 meters per second square. Now what is the trajectory of the bomb as seen by an observer on the earth? What as seen by person sitting inside the airplane? So there are many parts of this question, we have to answer them. But in this case also, the projectile is dropped from a certain height. So the horizontal and vertical velocities of the bomb are independent of each other. The time taken by bomb to hit the target can be calculated by its vertical motion. And suppose the time t is taken for that and putting h is equal to 490 meters, g is 9.8 meters per second square, and the formula is h is equal to ut plus half gt square, but u is 0, so h is equal to half gt square. Now by calculating, we get the value of t, and t will be calculated as 10 seconds. The bomb will hit the target after 10 seconds of its dropping. The horizontal velocity of the bomb is 60 kilometers per hour. Converted to meters per second by multiplying by 5 by 18, and the horizontal velocity of the bomb, which is constant. Hence, the horizontal distance traveled by the bomb in 10 seconds is equal to the horizontal velocity multiplied by time. The horizontal velocity is 60 kilometers per hour multiplied by time, as we have calculated earlier. So it is 10 over 60 into 60, that is in hours, and it is calculated as 1 over 6 kilometers. Hence, the distance of aeroplane from the enemy post is 1 over 6 kilometers, and we can convert it to meters. That is 500 over 3 meters. The trajectory of the bomb as seen by an observer on the ground will be obviously parabola, since the horizontal velocity of the bomb is the same as that of the airplane. When falling bomb will always remain below the airplane, hence the person sitting inside the airplane will observe the bomb falling vertically down. So for the outside observer, the trajectory is parabolic, and for the inside person, it is vertically downward fall. In another example, a ball is thrown from the top of tower. So again, it is the projection of projectile from a height, from the top of tower, with an initial velocity of 10 meters per second at an angle of 30 degrees above the horizontal. It hits the ground at a distance of 17.3 meters from the base of the tower. That is supposed to be the range. So calculate the height of the tower. G is 10 meters per second square. So here in this question, the angle of projection is 30 degrees and the velocity of projection is u, and that is 10 meters per second. Resolving the velocity into horizontal component, it will be ux or u cos theta. That is 10 into cos 30, and by putting the value of cos 30, that is root 3 over 2, we will multiply it by 10 and the value will come as 8.65 meters per second. The vertical component upwards, that is uy, it is u sine theta, and sine 30 will be 1 over 2. So it is 5 meters per second because sine 30 is 1 over 2. So u is put as given in the question and the range is 17.3. If the ball hits the ground after t seconds of projection, then the horizontal range is r is equal to ux into t. So t is known, ux is known. So t is equal to r over 8.65. The range according to the question is 17.3 and that is divided by 8.65 and the time is found to be 2 seconds. If h is the height of the tower as shown in the figure, then using y is equal to uy into t plus half ay into t square. Ay can be taken as acceleration due to gravity. So y is taken as minus h. Then for uy, we have put the value as 5 and then it is 2.0 minus 1 over 2 into 10, that is half gt square. So after all calculations, by calculating, it will become 20 minus 10. The height of the tower will found to be 10 meters.